Sure, guys. Forward. Okay, we're not going to stay long here, but there's nobody in here, obviously, that I'm going to let in any way I can put the loss part of the tie on them. I'm proud of this bunch. They competed their tails off in here tonight. They competed out there at the end when they were tired. I'm proud of them. And I thought we played well enough to win the game. I'm sick for these guys, sick for these players, sick for these coaches, and mostly sick for our fans that we didn't bring home a win. But I am proud of the way we competed tonight, okay?
What would you say about the way your team added Micah Parsons specifically tonight? The way they held him in bay, that he didn't have sacks in 2 games back maybe as much as some expected.
Well, I knew that he is the great player that he is. And I like the way that we got ready to play him, and we played him, and we ran at him, and but we knew he was there, and he made a difference. But that's the way it goes. Whether we like it or not, I'll take my side of it, and Green Bay can have their side of it.
Jerry, when you consider no CD Lamb, can you think of a better game that Dak Prescott has ever played for you?
I can't. I saw him right there a minute ago, and I happen to agree with you. And to not come out with a W for that one is unbelievable for him. But I thought he was the better quarterback tonight, and I would think that, but I do think that. And I know what we've got ahead of us. It's NFL. His schedule is daunting. But we've got help on the way. We had some guys play well. I noticed our offensive line. I thought we had some guys play well in the offensive line. And we have a lot of respect for Green Bay. And I thought we absolutely held her on all the way with it.
Jerry, does this put the Micah Parsons trade to bed? Does this end the talk?
Well, I'm going to let everybody, and I'm sure a few watched it tonight, but just let everybody take a look at it and decide for yourself. That's the way this works, and will be different viewpoints about where the differences are out there. But I like what we did out there for our half of this time.
Speaking of respect for Green Bay, what's going through your mind when Micah prevents, Dak from going into the end zone there in the extra period?
Well, again, I really would have liked to have seen a touchdown. Turned out that might have made a difference. I don't think he gets in anyway. In terms of that, be sure. But that's neither here nor there. They played 3.5 hours out there tonight. Okay, and tied. And they got Micah, and we've got what we've got, and we tied. We'll try it again.
Sorry, Micah said that you still haven't talked with him since the trade. Do you intend to talk to Micah again?
Well, again, it's just not appropriate. What are we supposed to do when we're getting ready to play each other, and all that's at stake for him, and all at stake for our team and the Cowboys, and that's not appropriate to be visiting as you get ready to play. I know of very few people other than his family that have any more pleasant talks with Micah than I've had. And they'll be lasting. There was enough meat on the bones to make a lot of that last a long time. And anybody that doesn't think you can get a little ruffled up when you're negotiating over money doesn't understand human nature. That happens to everybody. And so for me, he's an outstanding young man. He played well tonight. And I thought we played well tonight. We played well against him tonight. And he played well against us. I know that it made it another point or punctuation point with us playing Green Bay for him to have been traded up there. But again, we didn't necessarily settle anything on the trade. But I like what we got, and I'm sure Green Bay likes what they got.
Did this feel like a bigger than just one regular season game? I mean, just with so much going into it, so much talk, I know he had some emotions and you had some emotions.
Personally, obviously, when the Cowboys play, nothing counts but to end up on the winning end of the score. And tying is not what you're out there to play for and have it out there. But that is there. But from the standpoint of the interest in the game because of let's say, the trade and the fact that Michael was a Cowboy. By the way, my Micahs and Mike sound a lot, okay? But I know but some of my friends here will be sure. Now, does Micah ever sound Michael to you? Okay, so give me at least 50% fumble there. On half of them were Micahs. Bottom line is this. I'm glad that brought an extra dimension of interest to the game. It sure was all the interest we wanted as far as anything we needed more than playing a team like Green Bay. That quarterback is special. But I like the way our quarterback played tonight. And I like the way Pickens stepped in there. And we didn't have Lamb on the field. But I really like Turpin. And Turpin was outstanding tonight and was a big difference maker out there. So I'm really proud of all of those guys. And frankly, there's I'm not going to let these guys lose this game. I'm going to let them not win it, but they shouldn't lose this game. They competed too hard. That's too good a team we played out there. Our guys deserve their due.
Did you think Pickens had a breakthrough game?
Well, Pickens has not for Pickens. I think Pickens has got the kind of talent that he exhibited out there tonight, and I know that the kind of confidence that Dak's got in him. He's worked hard, and again, we've got. I'm really pleased with the players that we have on this team, and I'm really pleased with some of the players that we haven't had out there that have been on injury reserve that we've got coming. And so I feel like our team can compete and compete really. If somebody asked me the other day, playoffs, I certainly do feel like we're a competing team for the playoffs. And that's at this particular point, with as many games as we've got, that's not necessarily getting out over your skis.
Are ties bad for the NFL?
Excuse me?
Are tie games bad for the NFL?
You know, I don't want to. That game was probably a great game for the NFL as far as a showcase for the game and competition because you had outstanding quarterback play. You had some very talented people out there playing. You certainly had one of the most expensive players in the history of the NFL out there playing. And so I guess everybody was going to take a look tonight and decide, is he worth all that?
Jerry, what do you make of the third
Take
down
a look.
struggles?
Yeah, excuse me?
Jerry, what do you make of the third down struggles your defense had tonight?
Well, first of all, the mistakes were really costly out there, and that's obvious. And they did hurt us. And, mistakes that you can do better, late hits, a lot of things like that cost us. But they made some of theirs as well. But listen, I'm proud of the way we competed against an outstanding team that's got a lot of good players in a lot of good spots. We do too. You like our running back? Yeah. Okay, we do too.
You talked about what Dak played. You talked about the game shot he called, especially the gutsy fourth down call late that led to that scoring.
We talk about the
Shotty, the game he called as a play caller.
Yeah, okay.
And then he had that big fourth down call.
Dak. I'm sorry.
I said you talked about a great Dak play, but can you talk about Shotty in the game he called?
Well, I wouldn't want to have anything back, really, on balance. And that's his challenge. You think the only challenge he's got is that this is his first job head coaching in the NFL. Well, try being the head coach as well as the offensive coordinator. And I will tell you, that's one of the busiest people in Texas to get all that done. Right. I thought he handled it really well. I thought he had this team ready to play, and they played like it tonight.
Is Diggs' usage today about how his health is, or are they just were moving on to other guys? Trayvon didn't start.
Well, I'll tell you, moving on to other guys. You say Diggs?
Yes.
Yeah, there's no moving on to other guys. So it had to be reps regarding health or that type thing. But I thought Diggs came in, and that last hit was picture book and very important. So I'm pleased with how Diggs played tonight.
You mentioned George Pickens, but what do you make of his performance in totality? He obviously made a huge George Pickens.
Today?
Yes.
I thought he was everything that I could have hoped or that our fans could hope he would be when he joined the Cowboys. This is the kind of thing that when we get Lamb back out there, you've got two of those guys that can make plays like that on the field. And every time it goes up, he can come down with it. And Not only that, he does have some great range and ability to get open, and he's shown us everything that I'd hoped for when we signed him.
With Mike, you talked about it being a social relationship outside of his football. You talked about his family. Is there getting past the business part of it? Is there having a relationship down the line with him, or is that relationship over?
Well, listen, I have some of the people that I spend quite a bit of time with that played for the Cowboys 30 years ago, and there's several of them. There's handfuls of them, and so I really don't know that they're ever over. When you go through competing and if you will go through contract negotiations, just doing the kinds of things that you get to do when you're in that NFL. Well, I find that most of those are not adversarial relationships, and so I don't look at it. I don't look at it that way at all. I know that I feel good personally about anything that has ever involved me with Micah Parsons. I'm at peace with that, and I feel great about it.
Okay, how did you leave here tonight? You didn't win, you didn't lose. How do you go home? What are you thinking?
Better than I could have felt.
Are you worried about this?
Yeah.
Night?
It's like they ask you one state's rule about where your residence is. It's where you go when you've been away. Well, I feel better than I could have felt. Okay, but worse than I could have felt as well. Okay, guys? Yep.
Hey, Jerry.
I'm glad your deodorant didn't fail you. We were close. We were close.
It runs out. It's that close. I think if it does that, give it one more hiccup, I think the clock has run out.
Did you have a moment
and
where
it went straight to the ground?
Did you have a moment there where you thought?
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. We said we won the game. We jumped up and said, we won this game. Oh. The time is out.
Should you have had a better clock man up there?
Well, it's my. Let's don't get into that. Yeah. It's an old relative of mine.
Was an old relative. How about Dak? I mean, you pay him a lot of money too, and
absolutely.
I mean, what a game!
Absolutely, and I think Dak has played this year. I've got to tell you that I think he's played well every game this year, and well enough at quarterback for us to make the playoffs.
And you talked about it before.
Singularly, that he's capable of, if he continues to play like this, and we can keep putting it together and paste it up there, then we've got a chance. It doesn't look good right now with a tie and 2 losses on the record, but still.
Somehow the tie will end up being a thing, though. You know that.
Well, it's got to be meaningful, or wouldn't have it.
You said it before, but this is why you pay the quarterback over the pass rusher. I mean, you talked about you have to make a choice there sometimes with the money. This is why you have no aggressive about paying the quarterback over, quote unquote, the pass rusher.
It's very simple.
Right.
Dak was indispensable in my mind.
Right.
And so, yes. And Michael wasn't.
How bad did you feel?
So, I mean, it's just numbers. It's that easy. And that's not personal at all. It's just that without Dak and without that experience he's got and without the leadership and all of those kinds of things, last year I decided that we need to make him the highest paid, I think, offensive coordinator. I believe that held it for a little while there. But the numbers weren't there with Michael.
Are you exhausted? I mean, the gamut of emotions tonight, of thinking you won, thinking you lost, all of it, you must be.
It would have been great to have gone ahead and complete that smile and not had that tie and had that win under all of the circumstances. And y'all know I guess I've got more foibles, or and from that standpoint of feelings, but I don't mind telling you, I wanted to win that game tonight.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to lose it. But I'm thinking about it out loud with you guys now about what to think about the tie.
How bad was it to settle for that field goal, though? How bad did that feel at that moment to have to, you're down there first and goal, you got a great opportunity.
When we had the ball and we had a good third down, good shot at it, didn't get it done. Then it all of a sudden went on. We're hanging on rather than being in good shape. But to their credit, we couldn't get a turnover. To their credit, we didn't get a closest thing we had to it was that last ball that they threw to that end zone. That almost made it happen for us right there.
When that ball was won, did you think the game was over? Did you think y'all won?
Yeah.
You did?
Yes, sir. Oh, yeah. We jumped up and said we won.
Okay.
Because there's no, like I said, that should be 0 on the clock.
Right.
The NFL changed the rules and not allow games to end in a tie?
Will the NFL change those rules?
Do you think they should?
No. I think you've got to have a time frame. There's a time to have the games in. There's a lot of reasons for that. So I'm good as long as everybody understands that they do end and can end in a tie. I'm good with it.
How concerned are you with the defense? The fact that they couldn't get the big stops that you guys needed?
Against Green Bay, I was pleased with the way we improved as the game went along tonight, and we did. And we did. I liked what we did. I liked the mix of rushing, having 4. I liked the mix of putting a little blitz or put 5 coming. I liked it very, very well. I've got a lot of confidence, not necessarily because where he's been lately, but our defensive coordinator's around here for 7 years, and he's very aware of all of the things that we point at and say, look, we're going to have some pressure. We can't not have that pressure, but we dialed some of it up. I was really pleased with the way 41 played tonight.
When you had the blocked extra point returned, were you appreciating that at the time? Because it turned out to be really, really big.
Well, I did as much as anything. I thought it actually gave us a lift. I didn't like what was happening out there. I thought Green Bay was kind of having their way, and I thought that blocked field goal lifted it up. And we all know that happens, and those plays can really change change the momentum. But I saw several of our players actually do better than when they started the game as the game went along, and that was real good. Having gotten it handed to us in Chicago, this was an important way for us to feel good about ourselves. Now, I guess he's not going to let us feel all the way good because of this, but we, like I said, we feel better than the way we could have walked out here.
You can build on this. I mean, you build a tie, but you can build on.
Well, I think we're building. We've got we've got some guys that aren't on the field. Everybody does, yeah. But we've got some talented guys that we can bring in, and a couple of those out there that are getting reps. Bland. Those guys are going to make us better, and they'll do a better job of being disciplined in that secondary as we try to work what we're trying to do.
Jerry, did any part of you want to go for the touchdown instead of the field goal there in overtime?
No, not at all. I was waiting for our turnover. Yeah. I thought we had one coming all night. Don't you get one a game? Just because you've been a good boy?
You got one.
We sure did, but no, seriously, I just can't let this team, under these circumstances, Micah, Green Bay, the statue of Green Bay, how we appreciate it. I just can't let this team drop that head down over what might be half loss. And I said that to everybody, and I mean that. We played hard, we played good. We've got some good days ahead of us.